Hey guys, welcome back to the Watches and Giggles channel. First off, thanks so much for joining me today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about, is Rolex no longer a tool watch? And has Tudor become the new tool watch for Rolex, their sister brand? Are they now positioning themselves as a luxury watch and no longer really attainable or affordable for the everyday man? But before we get into that, see what I'm wearing. I have on again the beautiful Sea Dweller 50th anniversary. Love this watch to death. For me, it just wears so nice on my 7.5+ inch wrist. All right, let's get into it. So I remember, guys, I'm about a 40-year-old man back in, well, the late 90s, 98, 99, 97, 20 plus years ago and some change. A Rolex no date Submariner was under $3,000 US. Yeah, with tax, it was about $2,800. I remember going to the store with my father at the time. I was still in high school. I was about a junior or senior. And I remember going into the store and trying them on and aspiring to this watch, to purchase this watch one day. And unfortunately, it took a little longer than I hoped for. And by that time, it was 2017, which still at that time, you could walk into a Rolex AD, even in Chicago, and purchase any Rolex watch almost. Submariners were there, GMTs were there, black, Explorers, Explorer 2s, two-tone Submariners, the Bluesy and the Bumblebee, as I like to call it, were there. Everything but a Hulk, a Daytona, and a Batman were pretty much in stock. But now with Rolex making the watches, as we call it, unattainium, you can't get them. You can no longer walk into a Rolex store and purchase one of these watches unless you are already establishing a relationship with an AD, or you just happen to get very lucky. Maybe you're in an airport and you walk by and maybe they're putting, some watches out in the window and you're able to snag one. But for the most part in the US, over in the UK and around the world, Rolex is making these watches non-existent. They, I believe, are not producing any less watches, but they're definitely not producing more to meet the demand. These watches are a pain in the butt to get a hold of, and Rolex knows it and is not doing anything about it. Or are they? Are they positioning Tudor now to be the new tool watch? As in, the pricing of the Tudors are very similar to what a Rolex used to cost, 20 plus years ago. A regular Black Bay, Tudor Black Bay, in US dollars, guys, I'm going to be speaking, is about $3,800. The new Tudor GMT, even though Tudor's recently got a price increase, I believe the new price is $4,050, if I'm not mistaken, for the new Tudor GMT, as well as the new chronograph, the two-tone chronograph, the baby Daytona, as I'll call it, just got a price increase, but that is $7,000 US for that two-tone. And the Daytona two-tone without diamonds just got a price increase to, in American dollars, guys, remember, $16,900. So almost $17,000 for a Daytona. But has Rolex cleverly tricked us into making Tudor now the watch to go to as a tool watch? And I'm guilty. It's worked on me. I have a Tudor GMT coming hopefully later next month that I will be getting on my wrist, that I put in an order. I believe it was September. So it's going to take me here in Chicago. They're still not accessible. I know other parts of the world, Tudor GMTs are easily found, but here they're still not. So even for that watch, I've had to wait about 6 months for. And, it's very attractive price-wise. And I think the GMT Tudor will become a collectible. I believe at some point Tudor will slim down that case. You know, people are crying out for them to slim it down to the Black Bay 58 case. But what Tudor is making is very eye-pleasing and affordable for the common day man. Whereas the Rolex now is producing, they're trying to make it a more luxury brand, I believe, and trying to compete with the likes of AP and Patek Philippe. You know, I don't know if they'll ever get to that point. Obviously, Rolex we know is mass produced, but they're definitely making it hard for the common man like myself and most of you guys to purchase one of their watches that we aspire to our whole lives. So I was just curious what you guys think. Is Tudor no longer, is Rolex no longer a tool watch? Are they now a luxury watch? And is Tudor the new tool watch for the everyday man in the Rolex lineup, their sister brand? So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment, leave a like, hit the sub button if you want to support the channel. If not, that's fine too. I'm just enjoying this, guys, and this channel is really just a forum for us to talk about watches and enjoy our hobby together. So that's about it, guys. Quick little video on that. Thanks so much, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.